What's up, guys? Trying to make this video today on decisiveness. Um, Coming from a person who's not the most decisive person, I can tell you that a lot of it comes with it baggage. Within that baggage, it comes the frequency of not knowing what you really want. And because you lived a life where everything seemed to be all in front of you, and you weren't able to pinpoint what you wanted because you were constantly throwing yourself in every situation, everything that came about, it was hard for you to pick what's best for you. And a lot of that comes from being swayed by your emotions. It's pretty like vindictive, you could say, because it's something that kind of comes and goes, and you're constantly like unable to pinpoint why and how it keeps happening. And obviously everyone in the world goes through this, some more than others, right? And the emotions that get stirred up come from a place of insecurity in who you are as a person. And if you go within that, you could find that you're just indecisive in who you are, or you just don't want to like stick with it per se. And it's complicated because you see different situations play out differently, and you're not getting the most optimistic points across, or you're not getting the results you want. That tends to happen, right? If, for example, if I do this, then I should get this, right? No matter how well you play it, you're still gonna get it. That's the whole point. And to come to realize that at a later age in life kind of makes you see things a lot more vividly. It really comes down to who you are. And no one innately is indecisive. Innately, we're not. Indecisiveness, like I said, comes from fear, emotions, and the lack of ability to foresee. Lack of ability to foresee. And that also gets clustered with emotions and all these things and situations. And some people just couldn't have that because the situations they were in, they weren't able to like pinpoint exactly what happened. Whether you were moving at a fast pace in life, or someone was expecting you to be someone or to do something because you lived in terms of someone else, or in terms of a situation as well, these things tend to happen. Like the most basic example, like I don't like hard rock. Someone puts on hard rock, most likely I'm not going to listen to it. I'll try to, but I know I'm not going to like it. You know what I mean? And the person in front of me could be like, oh, you don't like that? I'm like, no. And then they could be like, oh, well. And like they might act negatively to it because of their own insecurities. Or you might like go with it and then you realize later on, you're like, that music was so bad. Like, why did I even listen to that? Not to say hard rock is bad, but that's just a basic example. And sometimes we could take situations like that and let it judge or kind of like make us the type of person that the situation is. You know what I mean? Some people are like that. Some people adjust to every situation. And I think that's awesome. You could do that. But those people have an ability to know who they are and they know what they're getting out of the situation, if that makes sense. And that in itself, that's one of the best things you could do in life, is to be able to camouflage. And it's a very hard skill to have. But the hardest part is not losing yourself when you're camouflaging. You know what I mean? And obviously you need to stand your grounds in certain places. And it's a learning process that we all go through. Some of us go through it in their teen years, their young adult years, their older adult years, and some people, I guess, never get it. But if you want to get it, you'll get it. And that's the whole point of it. If you want to stop being indecisive, you'll find a way not to be indecisive. Obviously, we all have to stick with our decisions and live with them. And that all comes down to how we take it in later on. Because they're not going to come out as good as we want them to come out sometimes. And to know that we did our best and to actually be reassured in that is one of the hardest things in life, because we always say what if, it could have been, or we just compare, right? So I just want to put this video out there and hope you guys all find some sort of guidance within it, as well as myself. Obviously these videos aren't just for you guys, they're for me too. And I hope the best for you guys. Take care, stay safe.